Hello guys, thank you for joining us for our vlog, and we are beginning today in Terminal 1 in the Aspire Lounge, and we are on our way to
Europa-Park.
Woo! We're so excited for this trip, so thank you for joining us for this vlog series. And
This is travel day.
travel day, and we've never been before, so we're so excited. Do you want to give the deets on the travel?
We're flying into Basel from Manchester Airport, flying into Basel with EasyJet. Flight departs at 6:25. Then we are due to land, I think, about 20 to 8. It's about an hour and a half flight. So not too long. Then we are getting a train from Basel Airport to all the way through to Ringshem. We're staying in a hotel in Ringshem for 4 nights, and obviously anyone that's been before knows it's just around the corner from Rust, where Europa-Park is. So yeah, it's travel should be fairly easy. I think might even be one stop on the train, or I think there's some shuttles or something like that near the train station we can get. So should be really easy.
Yeah. So, but first we're just gonna have some chill time in the lounge while we've got some time. So
might even have a beer.
Yeah, that's it. So for my airport choice, I've gone for the tikka masala with some rice and garlic bread. Can confirm it is very nice. And he is crunching over there, but it looks like you've gone with the pasta. Did you get some the chicken as well? Sorry, I've caught you mid-show. I'll carry on over here.
You have to give me a minute. I don't want to eat on camera. You don't want to see me
you can have a look at the view anyway. The view is super pretty. This one's just coming, we think, from Belfast. This smaller plane, the Aer Lingus.
Yeah, the Aer Lingus one will have come from Belfast or Dublin.
Oh.
And we've got a really good view of the end of the runway here as well.
Yeah, we have.
So we're seeing a lot of planes, like, just as they lift off, you get a good...
There's been quite a few Virgin Atlantics, and we've seen a lot of Jet 2s as well at the moment, and one British Airways. Right, come on then. What have you got? What did you go for?
So we've gone for there's like a pasta bolognese sauce. Some garlic bread, of course.
Yes.
It's got to be done.
Yes, of course.
I think other stuff. Chicken tikka, like what you've got.
Honestly, it's so lovely. Like I'm gonna jump into it properly and have some starving.
Yeah, it's pretty good in here. We got it. I get some free lounge passes with a credit card that I've got. Yeah, can't beat it for free, can you? Tastes better.
That's it. So the only thing was I could get my little soft drinks, but for some of the spirits it was £2 extra. So, but I'm fine. I'm just gonna have my Fanta and save the beer for Germany.
Yeah. I've gone early. I've gone for the Guinness.
Yes.
So
you can tuck into your Guinness and your pasta.
Can't wait.
We're now aboard the EasyJet flight going to Basel Airport. We've sorted some in-flight entertainment for ourselves. We've downloaded.
We got a Strange Things episode. We're rewatching it. We watched it once already. Absolutely love the show.
I love the show,
but we're watching it through again ahead of the season 5 in October. So we got I think we're on season 2.
Yeah, rewatching season 2 now.
Rewatching that. So we got one of those downloaded. So that should get us through the flight.
Yeah, definitely. So we are just about to get to the runway. So we will see you in Basel Airport. I downloaded the next one but there wasn't another one on your iPad, so we can't watch it.
I don't think you reminded me to download the extra one when we was in the lounge.
Oh, I knew it'd
I'm
be me.
blaming you.
I knew it'd be me.
Like in future, I'll make sure I download the whole series for you.
The whole lot.
Just next time we go on a flight, just in case.
That's it, yeah. But I really enjoyed the second season more than I remember, because when I always look at Stranger Things as like a series, I absolutely loved season 1. I think that was just like the best, like that. And I was like, where's it gonna go from here?
You forget quite a lot what happens. I just remember it as underground, shadow monster.
Yeah. Like
I was gonna say
girl.
something, but it'd be spoilers.
Yeah, just in case somebody
dies.
Yeah.
And then I can't actually remember the end of season 2, so it's gonna be interesting when it comes.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh no, is there a shopping mall? No, that's season 3, isn't it? Do you know what? This is what I mean. Like when you're 19, such a big and so much happens because they're like a movie in one.
Yeah, like
episode.
each season.
They're all like merging into one.
There's no real filler episodes in Stranger Things as well.
Yeah,
they're all like stuff like super.
Really intense, aren't they?
Yeah, there's always something going on.
Yeah, so.
But if you not watch Stranger Things, you need to get it watched.
Definitely. This is my 3rd time rewatching, your 2nd time.
Yeah, my 2nd. Yeah.
So I've watched it since the moment it came out, and then we watched it. Like I started it again and recommended it, and he was like, "Oh, we'll try it," and that was it. Then we started watching 3 episodes a day.
We're keeping our fingers crossed for a Strange Things house and Halloween Horror Nights out.
Yeah, I'd love that in Florida. Yeah, when we go in October, I'd absolutely love that. Yeah, but we are just halfway. Well, no, we're not. We're 3/4 of the way through the flight. Sorry, and yeah, it's been pretty smooth. Hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been dead smooth so far.
The sun's starting to set now. I can show you. Nice and pretty.
I think you said over the tannoy that we flew over Paris about 5 minutes ago, so
yes,
we were about 20 minutes, half an hour away from landing.
And then what's the plan then for when we land?
So apparently we land about 9:15 local time.
So just wait for the train, and I think go back to the hotel.
There's trains up till about 10:30, 11. So yeah, well, obviously if we get delayed in passport for an hour, we're a bit stuck.
No, we won't
Basel.
be. I don't think this will be like. Well, we've never been to this airport, have we? So we don't know how big it is.
Well, apparently there's 2 exits. There's one for France and one for Switzerland. So that's
Let's not go the wrong way. We'll end up in Disneyland Paris instead.
Maybe. You never know. But I don't know if it's one that you can go back into. You might be able to go and see a bit of France, then come back and then go and see Switzerland.
Yeah.
Just say you've been in France.
Well, we did actually look at how much it would be if you went from Basel to Zurich, wasn't it? And it was about 100 quid by the train.
No, from Ringsham to Zurich.
Oh, okay. So I don't like it's expensive, but really when you think of like Manchester or even Liverpool to London, that's like can be quite expensive too.
Yeah, it's probably a similar distance, so similar price. It's about 100 quid each, something like that.
Yeah.
But we might just spend the day on Saturday going around Rust.
Yeah, well, I don't even feel like we've actually told you the reason we're on this trip. So for Christmas, Sam got me this lovely gift of coming to Europa-Park and spending a couple of days there. It's still a little bit of surprise, so I haven't seen the hotel or anything like that. And I got told when we were in the airport that I've got 2 days at the park, so I'm really excited. And one of the days we're going to go into Rust little town centre, we think, or we're still a little bit open with the idea. We're just going to see what's around and stuff first, aren't we?
Yeah, it looks really like sort of picturesque and quite a little bit oldie worldy.
Yeah, it's giving me like, I don't know if anybody's been to Gdansk, or it's sort of like Amsterdam, like the small houses, but like Ballamori, they're all different colours at the same time, and like little canals, so it looks like a nice place.
Yeah, and the weather's meant to be good this weekend as well.
Yeah.
We're going to get good weather all weekend. We've been watching the weather in Ringsham. Similar weather to our home, to be honest with you, so yeah, we should have a
nice time.
Hot weekend.
Yeah, so we will catch up then once we know what's happening with the train and when we get to the hotel, which is exciting.
We
will get to the hotel, and it'll be all a big surprise because I don't even know where we're going. I'm just going to follow you, which we absolutely could end up in France at this point, and we'll probably
We might go to Disneyland Paris, who knows?
Yeah, I'll see you on Ratatouille.
Here's your key.
Thank you.
Big reveal.
The big reveal. Ooh. Oh, isn't this pretty? Oh, I like this.
Nice, isn't it?
Oh, and I love the pictures as well.
Hotel room.
Very, very, very pretty hotel room. Full resort tour pending. But how pretty is this? So, with that being said, we will speak to you tomorrow now with our first day being at Europa-Park. See you then. Good morning from the Fourside Hotel in Ringsham, and today is going to be our first day in Europa-Park. I am very excited. Are you?
Yeah, first part day. We just got up, we just showered, just got ready, ready to go. It's about 8:45 here.
Yeah.
Park opens at 9 o'clock, so we might miss rope drop, but we're gonna try and catch the bus from Ringsham station that'll take you into Rust. Then we're going to try and get some food on the way because we're quite hungry, and breakfast is
It was £21
wildly
a
expensive.
person, so we were
hotel.
like, well, if there's a Lidl nearby, like, I'm not going to turn down a 40p donut.
Yeah, £21 each for a breakfast is mental. So,
Yeah, so we've decided
I think
to not
Lidl's
do
on the cards, which is in Rust. We might get there early, or we might go later on to get some breakfast for a later date. Well, for probably tomorrow and today's Friday, tomorrow and Sunday and Monday. But we'll see if there's a cafe nearby to Europa-Park and probably get something in there on the way.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to the bus now and get the breakfast then in Europa-Park just for today, and on the way back go to Lidl.
Yeah, it's
that'll
only
be
because
better,
Lidl's
just in
like a
case we
sort
miss.
of, I think Lidl's like a 20-minute walk from Europa-Park.
Yeah,
So
might as well just
we
do
don't want to impact the part time too much because someone was late getting out of bed.
I knew it'd be my fault. Well, we had a lovely little nap, didn't we? Because we got in quite late last night.
Yeah, we did get in quite
we
late.
just needed all that energy for park running around today. That's all. I just needed that extra hour.
Yeah. Well,
So
like
we're
coffee
gonna-
will sort me out, but you don't do the caffeine, so you need all the sleep you can get.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not really a caffeine person. Yeah, but I'm hyper enough anyway. I don't
Yeah,
need
you
the
are.
caffeine.
You
Don't
are.
need the
You on caffeine would be an absolute nightmare.
So we will be making our way downstairs because they've told us there's free tea and coffee. I don't know if there's free juices, but there'll be water downstairs too. So we're gonna. Have you bought your portable mug?
No, I've not brought my portable mug.
So for Christmas I
Schoolboy
got
error.
I bought Sam like a collapsible coffee cup, and you just took it with you everywhere since to Energylandia, and you took it with you to Salou just so. Yeah, that would have been good, especially if it was free coffee.
I know, I
'cause
didn't
it's a great
realise
day.
that.
Oh.
Absolute killer. I'm going to spend a fortune on coffee now.
Well, they might have to just like a takeaway cup anyway,
Yeah.
mightn't they? So yeah, we're gonna go and get Sam a coffee so he doesn't end up grumpy,
Right.
and then we'll make our way to the Europa-Park bus next to the Ringsham train station, which is literally a 5-minute walk from here, and we will take you with us to our first day in Europa-Park. So we have just entered Europa-Park now, and it does look like it's going to be a busy day, doesn't it?
It does. You see a lot of people. The bus was rammed.
Yeah, the bus was rammed.
Ringsham.
Yeah. But we're just going to have a little bit of a walk around first and just see what
I'm
we've got.
hoping
We've just got
that-
a map, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've just checked Voltron and it was 80 minutes, so we're just going to, I think, head towards the back of the park first and come forwards. That'll probably be the
Yeah, a
best way
good
forward.
strategy is always to go anti-clockwise.
And go all the opposite way to everyone else, but as we can see, it's the 50th anniversary, so they've got loads of celebrations going on today. So yeah, should be an exciting first day in Europa-Park. So we had no breakfast on the way in, so we've literally just made a little pit stop here, and I think I'm going to get one of those donuts because they look lovely.
The donut caramel. What are you having?
Can I have a white chocolate drizzle, please?
The white chocolate drizzle as well, please.
Ooh, but there's so many yummy things here. So it looks like marshmallows with different coloured coatings on them, whether it's honey, salted caramel, and there's coconut on that one. We've got lovely cookies there. And I have no idea what that is, but I might need to get the Google Translate on it. But it looks like some sort of like marshmallow all on little, like many marshmallows on a stick. And that's like a long slab with some wafers. These look so lovely. The first treat, I would like to say that Sam's waited and shown you. But it's
half eaten. Can't wait.
Eaten. But what is it? Salted caramel donut. And I've gone with a white chocolate drizzle cake donut.
A donut is a cake, isn't it? No. There you go. You're still right. Thoughts? Is it everything you wanted it to be? Is it as good as Voodoo Donuts? No. No.
No one's gonna ever take a grape donut from Voodoo Donuts away from me. Like ever. No, that's really nice. It's really soft inside. Sorry, like pure crunch, but it's really soft inside, so fresh, and the chocolate's lovely on it. So we're gonna just keep walking down here and
we're a little bit sort of yeah, we're very new to this park, so we're just gonna walk around until we see a ride that looks good, that has a decent
they all
wait
look
time.
good. That looks good, like a little toboggan, and you can't really see it through the trees. But yeah, we're just gonna have a little walk around, taking everything in.
What first impressions? What do you think?
Honestly, yeah. Look, there's Epcot.
It's
It's the big ball. I think that's it. I think it's they normally do shows over there, don't they? From previous vlogs that we've seen, they do a lot of shows in there. But yeah, I'm loving this park. The detail and the theme and walking around each like pavilion is just beautiful, isn't it? You feel fully immersed.
It is very immersive, actually. Very immersive.
Look at that. There's even like the little streams and stuff. Yeah. It's just so beautiful.
Super cool.
Yeah, definitely a beautiful park. Definitely a beautiful park. Hello, we have just been on our first Voltron ride. So it was 80 minutes when we first come in, but it went down to 55, so we were like, right, we'll just go on it, because if it's the longest queue of the day, we'd rather do it now. And we were front row. We
did really well get front row, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was an experience front row.
That was so fun. No, I really, it's that launch there, it's really unexpected. Wow, I'm lost for words.
You just get so much ride time on it as well. It surprised me how long it was. But
you don't realise how long the track is actually, because you only see like parts of it when you're in the queue, and you don't see like a lot of the further bits, because half of it was on the other side of the park, near the car park as well. And you're like, oh my god, like how long is this track?
But the first really launch is a bit crazy, because you get launched up, but then it like stalls a bit, and there's a bit of hang time, but then obviously like it's quite intense after that. But then I thought the second launch was even better, because you go backwards and then you go. It
goes on like a turntile thing first, and then you get launched. Is that what it's called? We keep doing this.
You keep calling it a turntile.
What's it called? Like
I noticed in one of the last videos you called it a turntile as well.
No, it is what they sit you on, and it literally turns you around. Like, you know what, those old trains that used to spin to change the rails. I don't know what it's called. If you know what it's called.
We're watching too much Thomas the Tank Engine.
But yeah, that launch backwards was so bloody quick. But yeah, I really enjoyed that, and it was amazing that we got front row as our first experience.
But did you not think that like it really got you out of your seat? There was so much airtime in it.
So
that
much
was what surprised me.
And I loved it was the right speed as well. Like it was like Velocicoaster in Jurassic Park and Orlando speeds. I think the first launch wasn't, but because it wasn't straight, it was up, but you still got like an experience being shot up and towards the
really like twisted.
You can see it now going off. It's the air time, it feels much longer than them 2 seconds, doesn't it? But yeah, we had such a good time.
Quite a big thrill factor to it. It was quite a big thrill.
We're going to keep our eye on virtual queue and just try and get on it again. So just what is the virtual queues for today?
I think the virtual queue rides that you can get are Voltron, the water roller coaster, which obviously is quite hot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's warm at the moment, so if it gets
we might get on
warmer,
that.
Yeah. He says warm, it's only 15 at the moment.
You've been moaning it's been that cold in that queue.
It was a little chilly in the queue, but I was like, no, I'm sticking it out. We're in shorts, so.
Euro-Mir, which is like the spinny coaster.
One,
It's like a pirates indoor show or something like that, or a ride. There's that Voltron.
Yeah, that looks like soaring in Epcot.
And then Blue Fire Mega Coaster. And a Wooden, or Wadon.
Wooden roller coaster.
What accent was that?
I haven't got a clue. The launch. So, what are you thinking? Should we have a little walk out of maybe the spinning coaster? What was the spinning coaster wait? That like spinning but coastery one?
35 minutes.
Yeah, do you want to go for that? What's it called? Euro-Mir?
Euro-Mir.
Euro-Mir.
I don't... Euro-Mir.
Euro-Mir. Okay, well we're going to go towards Euro-Mir now, but we really enjoyed our ride on Voltron, didn't we? And we will be trying to get a virtual queue later on.
Well,
here it is.
I'd probably queue up for an hour for it again, to be honest with you.
Yeah, to be fair, the way that they had the queue, it was just so good, wasn't it? Everyone was like constantly moving all the time, and it's well structured. You don't get left at all. And
it's a bit like Hagrid in terms of the
constantly moving shop as well. So
and that really helps keep everything moving. And then obviously lowering the wait times.
Yeah, it definitely does. So,
I feel as though in Portventura that would have been a 2-hour wait. Definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I really enjoyed that, and I agree with you. I'd wait an hour again. I can't even speak. I'd wait an hour again for that. That was amazing. Yeah, definitely worth the wait, wasn't it?
Actually, let's go around here because
change of plan.
There's so Rimac is a brand of car.
Oh,
I think, like it says powered by Rimac on the ride, so I don't know if they've had some sort of, might be sponsored or it might be
have made some of the
help to design, I don't know. But there's Rimac's like a really fast hypercar.
Okay.
So it'd be cool to get this in.
Okay, here it is. But yeah, there's some little bits of an information board on the side.
That looks fast.
That looks very quick. So again, I wonder then.
So it'll do 0 to 60 in 1.8 seconds.
Yeah.
Which your car will do it in about 9 or 10.
Okay.
Top speeds, I don't know what that is in miles an hour. I'm going to take a guess at 280. Yeah, mental.
Well, maybe then they did have a little bit of a spin on the ride, whether
maybe,
it was like putting it together or just the mechanics of it, you never know.
I think so.
But yeah, fantastic ride on Voltron. I would highly recommend to anybody.
We will be riding that again, definitely.
Yes. Look at him. So we've decided to go to this restaurant for dinner. We're absolutely starving after we've just been on this Euro-Mir. So I've just gone with the chips and I've gone with these lovely looking chicken nuggets. They sort of remind me of like a pork schnitzel. And you've gone with the burger, haven't you?
I've gone with the double cheeseburger, but that looks absolutely unreal.
It does, it looks so nice. You've got your
Sehr geehrte Damen und Herren,
We like the go.
bitte beachten Sie, dass zu Ihrer eigenen Sicherheit das Rauchen in diesem Bereich nicht gestattet ist.
So we'll be keeping these, won't we?
Mesdames et
And
messieurs,
saving the main front.
veuillez noter que
So for
pour
now, we're
votre
just going to enjoy
propre
our dinner.
sécurité,
And the big dance. So we have just refueled on those chicken schnitzel nugget things, and they were so nice.
I tell you what, for theme park food,
It was really
absolutely
good. Really good,
top quality.
proper meat when you're eating it as well. Actually, best. This is big for me to say. That was actually better than McDonald's
That is huge to
because
say.
I love my nuggets.
Gemma is obsessed with McDonald's chicken nuggets.
I could dust a 20 box easily.
We live 5 minutes from a McDonald's as well, which is very dangerous. We drive past it most days, and quite often you'll sweet talk me, bat your eyelids, and then we'll end up in McDonald's somehow with 20 chicken nuggets on your lap.
That's it. But the food aside, how did you find that Euro-Wing? Oh my god, like the song the whole way around, everyone's dancing, and as we were going up to the launch pad it gets absolutely blasted.
Yeah, people
and
were
everyone
buzzing,
was like dancing, weren't they? Going dun 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 all the way up the launch, and it was just so good, wasn't it?
But the launch is pretty cool. You're in like this cylinder, and then it's like it just takes you out, and then the music's blaring, and people are like clapping like to it as well.
Yeah, it was just super good.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
But then we were backwards at first, and we didn't know. Well, obviously, like it spins you around, and we thought, oh, well, it doesn't really make a difference which way it goes. No, we were backwards the whole way around.
So my hair
see a
was
thing.
just all over my face, like we can put the picture in now. Literally, it was just wild, because although we were sat facing forward when we started, we were backwards the whole way, and my hair was just all over my face. I was just like, I can't see. But it was super fun. And we're not normally one for spinning coasters, but it wasn't too bad actually, and I really enjoyed it, didn't you?
Yeah, really cool.
Jopi, lass nicht zu, dass die zerträgliche Bahn sagt den Kompass nicht mehr verstanden.
Oh, you're joking. It's been dripped on.
In den falschen Händen großes Unheilstiften. Die Legende besagt, ein Kämpfer wird lachen, du
Always got to bring a bit of Jurassic Park to every water ride.
Definitely, especially with the doors open.
Don't ever do that again, Bob.
Yeah, we are kind of bridge. I like the I hate flying.
So we've just come off the Pirates in Basel.
You were going to call it Pirates of the Caribbean then?
I had to really think about it, but the restaurant that we saw on the ride is just in there, and from what I can see, there's
It looks like they've got a mix of quick.
it's German, I think.
Yeah.
Oh no, meat broth and sprouts and stuff. John just goes to the. Yeah, so there's a lot of like soup bowls. What have we got? Some
It's
chicken
meant to
breast
be like
there with
Dutch
like.
themed, but it seems like
I
they've
don't know,
got.
because it's like noodles and stuff too.
Yeah,
I
looks
think
like
it's a bit of a mix of everything, because you've got spring rolls there with basmati rice. That
Looks
sounds
nice.
nice, like, you know.
Looks like they've got some quick service to sit down as well.
Yeah, it does. So it looks like a nice little place to go, and it was absolutely, like when we were in there as well, it was lovely and quiet when we were on the ride. So yeah, and if you want to go on the ride is literally just over there.
We got a virtual queue.
We
for
did.
it, didn't
We did get a virtual queue, and we were literally in the queue for about 10 minutes. But it was just nice to have a sit down after we just had something to eat. So I think we're heading towards the wooden coaster.
It's the mega coaster and the Wadden or Wooden or Wooden.
Wooden.
I'm going with Wadden,
No, it's wooden.
but you're saying Wooden.
Wooden.
Perhaps we'll ask a German what he thinks. Or she.
And then he or she, and then or they.
Or
Inclusive.
Or that, yeah.
And then yeah, we'll see what they come out with. Had to make sure I got my words out, that I didn't want to offend anybody. But yeah, so we'll just have a little bit of a waltz around. Which one are we heading to first then?
The mega coaster.
Yeah, okay, mega coaster time. We just want to come on and say how beautiful this park is. Like, it's just absolutely stunning. The detail in absolutely everything as you're walking through each individual like pavilion country. It's just
I think we're in Iceland
beautiful.
now, I think.
It's just so nice, and I've seen some nice because every single restaurant is open and it's got all different cuisines depending on what pavilion you're in, and I absolutely love that. I think this is what Salou was missing, but again we don't know if it was a turn time thing or...
shots at Ventura there saying that every single restaurant's open.
It was all closed when we went, so this is exactly what I wanted, just like different themes, because when we were walking around like the China Island and Salou, we really were starting to crave like noodles or a chicken curry or something, but we couldn't get them anywhere. So yeah, this is such a lovely park, and they've got absolutely loads of food choices for everyone. We can go this way, I think. Yeah, we'll go this way. Yeah, there's loads of food choices for everyone, and there's loads of different cuisines you can try too if you've never tried anything before, which I love as well.
So all the different cuisines that we could have tried, but we had burger, chips, chicken nuggets.
To be fair, mine were like schnitzel nuggets, but they were so nice, like a different batter on them. But we're gonna try that bubble wrap on the way back, I think, because that does fit. It's the only way I've got to fit. And you haven't spotted anything yet, have you?
Not yet.
But
you like the sweet stuff a little bit more than me.
He says that until he wants.
Here
we go. Here we go.
Might.
Might he will? He'll have half of it. But how cute are they?
They were very cute.
Very
I don't know what breed they are, but they were very cute.
Oh, it's Shih Tzu comes to my head, but it's not that. It's like it begins with an S. I can't remember. If anyone knows the names or name of the breed we've just saw, comment below. I'm really sure it's like it begins with an S or a H.
There'll be people that will know the dogs that will be going, you absolute idiots. How do you not know it's this?
I'm like, I'm so sorry.
We've got cats.
Yeah, we're cat people. We've got Max and Roger at home, Norwegian forest cats. No more cat breeds. There's a little cocktail bar there, which we may have to hit up at some point. I love it. Should we try Big Fire or Wooden? We'll probably try both. Try both, and then we'll give a review on both. So we'll speak to you when we come off. So we have just come off the Wooden. Or what do you call it?
I think it's Wooden.
It's Wooden.
But you keep saying Wooden.
Wooden.
But there's a single O in it.
Yeah, but there's not a U either. It's not Wooden. Either way.
I'm saying Wooden.
Okay, either way. Did you enjoy the wooden coaster?
Yeah, lovely.
It was very good. It was actually quite smooth for a wooden coaster. Yeah. It was very, very quick actually.
Very fast, very intense.
Very intense, a lot of like
felt as
dips.
though you just went a million mile an hour all the way around and didn't stop until the end.
Yeah, it was fantastic. A lot of like dips and stuff as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'd really recommend that one.
And we was about the third row, and it was probably the best place to be because you couldn't see what was coming almost.
Yeah, that was it. But you were in at the back getting dragged.
Yeah.
So we're just on our way to what's the next one called? Big Blue Fire
Mega Coaster.
So we'll let you know what we think when we get off. We've just come off Blue Fire. I did enjoy that. It was it was sort of a step down from Velocicoaster in Jurassic Park and Orlando. Yep. So it's it's over lap. You get a launch at the start, which is it's still quite thrilling at the start. I wouldn't say that's like a top hat, is it? It's sort of on its side when it shoots off after the launch. And then there's a cheeky corkscrew at the end, which caught me actually. I really enjoyed that, and I was out my seat, which was great.
You get like a bit of air time off of that drop there. You really feel it in your stomach because you don't see it on the brake run.
Yeah, you do. But yeah, I would still recommend for anyone that's actually just like a nice, comfortable ride. Actually, the seats are comfortable. You're not really like those restraints are great because sometimes like they really hurt your thighs and stuff, but they were really like soft and stuff with them.
The lap bars, like over the head lap bars, much better.
But to be fair,
shoulder ones.
Even that wooden coaster, sometimes the seats aren't cozy. You said as soon as you sat down, They've got leather seats here.
Yeah, they were like leather seats. Couldn't believe
It's
it.
just been dead cosy, hasn't
Like
it?
really, and really well kept as well. Not like old or, but it's been really well kept. You just get the impression that the park, they really look after it and they really make sure that it's a sort of nice experience in just about every detail that they can influence, really.
That's it. We were in the queue for 55 minutes. I think it was a little bit longer though. They had to change one of the carts, but apart from that, I still enjoyed the ride and I would go on it again. It was really fun. Hello guys, we've just come off Silver Star. I really enjoyed that. It is very, very similar to Shambhala and Mako in terms of rides. So Shambhala is Salou and Mako is SeaWorld in Orlando. Very similar rides, isn't it, with the lap bar just over and a lot of airtime.
Company makes it. I don't know who it is, but it's probably the same company who makes it has made that. But it was pretty cool. You sort of, they all follow a very similar format of the ride, with the big lift hill and loads of like sort of airtime hills after that.
But we always know when it's going to be that ride, because we just look at the lap bar and we're going to go loads of bunny hops and a big, because again we did do a little bit of research but not loads, because we wanted to keep the surprise elements to some degree, so we didn't look into absolutely everything. But yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Did you?
You had an interesting ride next to the
oh
girl
god,
who
there was this
screaming, but angry screaming. She wasn't very happy.
No, it was there was not school children, were they? Probably teens anyway, and there was two girls sat next to me and they were with four lads who were in the front row and we were on second row, and the girl was like about halfway she went over the dip. She was the main lift hill. She was screaming obviously because we just dropped quite away, and next minute she just bounded off in really angry German, and I just couldn't stop laughing because I don't know, she was obviously like having a little adrenaline rush or something like that.
No, she'd obviously been dragged on by her mates.
Oh my word,
really
she was going off, and I just couldn't stop laughing. And then next minute I just had a quick glance to try not get any whiplash.
We was like in like the last third of the ride, and obviously we were just going up and down these lift hills.
I was like, oh my god, what's going on with it?
And we were both just laughing to each other.
Yeah, and I got off and said she made me ride so much better. Actually, that was hysterical. But yeah, we had a good time, didn't we?
Yeah, it was good.
So, actually, should we go on the Can-Can ride now?
Yeah.
The Can-Can ride's back that way, then to Moulin Rouge. Yeah, but we just want to say this park's just stunning, isn't it? So this is the French part now. And this is just sort. It just smells so nice around here. It's sort of like Nutella, but I'm getting whiffs of pizza and bevy, like everything. A bevy! Oh, here we go. Yeah, bevy.
The Nutella pizza and a bevy.
Is this just your thing? You're just gonna keep bullying me now forever?
Well, there's certain words what you say, and I can't help it.
Right, well, he's gonna go and bully me now as we step onto Moulin Rouge.
The Can-Can coaster.
The Can-Can coaster. So we are just outside in France currently. We've just been on the Can-Can ride, which was great, and now we are about to tuck into some lovely dinner. So I've gone with the lasagna. I must say that looks absolutely gorgeous, and you've gone with a spaghetti bolognese. So we're absolutely starving, so we're gonna just ravenous this, aren't we?
We are absolutely starving.
It smells amazing as well.
A full day on our feet, queuing up for rides, riding the rides, worked up an appetite. So
we're ready to go. So we've just had some lovely We've just had some tea in the French Pavilion and it was so nice. So I went with the lasagna and it was so soft, just like so full of meat as well. Like for a theme park, like sometimes you get food that's like quite flavourless. No, I really do. I probably still got it around my mouth because I haven't checked. Sorry. Did you enjoy your spaghetti ball?
Spaghetti bolognese was nice. Obviously it was like a self-service quick serve area, so I didn't know what the food would be like the quality, if it tastes nice. Sometimes in theme park self-service stuff can be a bit hit and miss. Like it was honestly,
that was amazing.
It was absolutely brilliant. Like if you went to a restaurant, like a table service, and you paid like €20 for that, you wouldn't have been disappointed.
Yeah, definitely.
So
it was in a lovely place in the sun as well, great for people watching, and they did have ice cream and stuff in there as well. But I'm on the hunt for a bubble waffle, so we decided against something to eat for dessert in there. So we're going to get a bubble waffle in a little bit, and we're on the hunt for a German beer now for Sam.
Yeah, I want a German beer.
I want to try a German beer.
It's my first time coming to Germany, so got to have a beer.
Yeah,
got to have a beer in Germany, so might as well do it in the German part of Europe.
Yeah, that's it. That is absolutely it. There's so many people winning loads of big toys as well.
I know he's got carried around all day.
I know, you're getting at him. I was just thinking, like, if you go on Voltron, like, who's to say someone's not going to pick that up?
Putting it in the seat next to you, that's a rider. That's a person who's riding along.
It actually is. Oh, this looks like it could be a good hit for your German beer. So should we try here?
Yeah, we can do.
Yeah. Right, let's go and get some beer. So we couldn't find a takeout place.
We went to the German place, but
here we go. Are you ready?
We found a pub, and it was serving it in plastic glasses, and I went.
It's not a plastic glass, then, is it? You mean
plastic cups?
Yeah.
Plastic cups. You're a plastic glass, which is like major beer ick. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
Beer ick?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Some kids just absolutely soaks me with some super soakers. I feel, what's the word? I don't even know what the word is, but oh, there's a kid walking into me. I'm just being run over by children and I don't know what the word is. What's the word? Tormented. Yeah. Probably not the right word still, but yeah, we're just in the Irish Pavilion and we're going to try and find you a beer because there should be
glasses now. That's a good sign rather than your plastic cups.
Yeah, there should be.
Maybe we'll sit outside here.
Do you want to try and find a bevy in the Irish one then? So Sam's just come back with this lovely drink which we'll talk about in a moment, but what did you go for then?
We got the beer that I was looking for.
Yes.
This is exactly it.
And not in a glass cup.
I know, yeah. This is
a glass plastic cup is whatever the hell you
This
said
is a
before.
plastic glass.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And what notes are you getting from it?
This is what I was looking for. I would say it's like a pale ale.
Okay.
Almost like a blonde actually.
Is it hoppy or no?
No, probably a little bit more. Probably a bit sweet. Sweeter but a bit wheatier, if you know what I mean.
Sweeter but wheatier. Sorry, I forgot you were a poet.
Sweeter.
I'd once swig a beer and now you're a poet. Love it. And then for me, I don't know what is exactly in this one. Did you say? So I've got the 50th anniversary cocktail, and let me just say
you've got in that. You've got Bacardi.
Okay.
Coconut syrup.
Okay, yeah, I love coconut too.
Pineapple juice.
Okay, also a load of love.
Orange juice.
Okay.
Don't like orange juice.
I'm okay because it's mixed. It's okay to mix, so I can get on
Lemon
with it.
juice.
Okay, yeah.
Lime and mint.
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, I can see the mint at the top. Well, this looks absolutely lovely. Do you know what I can taste the strongest actually? The coconut.
Really?
Yeah.
That's your favourite?
You can't taste the Bacardi or anything. You can't taste the orange in it. Nothing.
That was probably.
If I close my eyes, it's not. It doesn't quite taste like a pina colada, but it tastes. Because the Malibu rum's normally like coconutty, isn't it?
In fact, you can smell it. I can smell it now actually.
But I can't taste the orange in it at all. So if you don't like quite citrusy like tasting things, it doesn't taste like that at all. Although the colour is yellow. maybe it's the bitterness. I can get like a slight bitterness afterwards. As
You
well,
are very
which to
lemony
me-
today, aren't you?
I've literally. Oh yeah. You just. Well, this isn't very lemony. This is more.
About as lemony as it gets.
No, but it's. I would say this is more coconutty than anything. I can taste the bitterness of the pineapple, but in a good way, and it's lovely. I think that's really, really refreshing, actually. And I'm going.
So I did good there, did I?
I let you off. You did do good. And are you happy? You're not in your plastic glass
I'm over the moon with my plastic glass
cup. So we've come back because we're going to do a reaction video, because now we're going to swap the
We
drinks.
typically don't like each other's drinks.
No, 'cause
I quite like
you like bittery
I like
things.
quite bittery things.
Brittery.
Brittery. I can't speak today. I've had about 100 ml.
Not even that.
Probably not even that. About 2 gulps of beer and I can't speak.
Yeah, that's good.
I like quite bittery things, and
I'm
you
very
like,
sweet.
and I hate sweet things, whereas you like the sweet things,
Yeah.
but hate the bitter.
So go on.
So we're gonna film reactions of each
Go
other's
on.
drinks.
Go on. Have a little swig if you want, half a minute.
It's all right. It's not bad.
Normally it's a full-on wince face, but you still
It's quite
like you're chewing a
refreshing,
wad.
actually. It is quite refreshing.
It's refreshing, isn't it? It's the mint as well.
Because you can taste the coconut the most, but there is that. There's
I
other
can't
stuff
taste
in
any
there.
vodka in it, or like Bacardi or anything in
No.
that. Right, well, I'm having Everdinga, and I'm not really a fan of beer. As I said, I'm more of a sweet drinker, aren't I? So this is probably not going to go like well. What did you say? It wasn't hoppy, was it?
No, it's more like a blonde. Like, let's see what you think. That's a. Like, I've seen more disgusted faces.
Do you know what? No, just
There you go.
the second bit was a bit. I think.
Like, it took 2 gulps for her to realise that she didn't like it that much. She now hates
You know what
it,
my problem
but
was, right?
she had 2 gulps. So the first one she was like, it's not bad. And then the second one she was like, no, definitely hate that. Definitely hate it.
No, do you know what it is, right? I do this thing with beer where either if I have a big gulp at the start, I'll get a load of flavour, and then that second one I only did a little bit, so I got most of the gas off the top, so it was actually quite like, more bitter and there was no flavour, so I was a bit like, when I had that then. But the first, that taste, see, to me, I can just taste wheat, I can't taste anything else, and that's why I probably don't
That's
really
why I
like
said it
beer.
is very sweety.
No, sweetie, wheaty.
No, sweet wheat. Sweety.
Sweet wheat.
Sweety.
I've never heard that saying ever before. Anyway,
It's
I'm
not
going to
saying,
enjoy
I've just made it up.
Either way, I'm enjoying my little cocktail. It's lovely and it's super refreshing and it's much better than that.
She's obviously a beer connoisseur now as well. So now that you've discovered the wheaty tasting beer, you're now a beer connoisseur. Or a beer critic as well.
I'm not a beer critic.
You are?
No, I'm not. When we've been like beer tasting and stuff before, or like if we've ever got a flight, if I do like beer if it was like, oh, what did we have in Madrid? It was sort of like a hoppy beer, but it also had the like a citrus
It was a
taste
lemon
to it.
beer.
It was actually really, I actually enjoyed it more than you. In America, I love the pineapple beer in City Works. Oh my lord, that's like my favourite. And then if I'm at home, I don't mind like a couple of Copperbig cider, isn't it? And it's got to be like the strawberry and lime, otherwise I won't have it. Strongbow draft with that cider as well, isn't
You
it?
had a Coors Light in Discovery Cove that you quite liked.
Do you know what? Yeah, that was actually quite refreshing and it wasn't too strong. So, but if
That's
I'm,
very watery, that beer.
yeah, that's probably why I
Probably
like
why.
it. But normally I'm a spirit girly, so this is more me, and I'm happy that you got me this.
Lemon girly, a lemon girly for today with your top on as well.
I've just a full citrus girly, although it just tastes more like coconut than anything.
But you like your coconut, so it's alright.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this to anybody who, like, just, if you like things like pina colada, I think it's like a Sex on the Beach, stuff like that. This is sort of, it's very similar taste, isn't it? And then it's got a freshness hit to it with the mint on the top.
Well, if you ever come to Europa-Park, the old Mackey's pub, get yourself a cocktail and a sweetie beer.
So we have finally got the bubble waffle. Someone couldn't wait 2 seconds, could they? So
It looked too nice.
It looks amazing. So what is the top? So this was dulce di leche, which we're not too sure. I know it's something with milk from what we've learned. And then the cookies and cream is underneath, but it's just so lovely.
Then we've got the cream and chocolate sauce. The bubble waffle, which we haven't touched yet. But we've only had the dulce di leche, and so far it's delicious.
Ooh, do you know what I think that is?
Like coffee, is it?
Well, I thought it was coffee. I think it's caramel. Because sometimes when you get really rich caramel, it can taste like a hint of like coffee. I think that's
Might
caramel.
have to Google it.
Okay, does anyone know what dulce di leche is?
Yeah.
Let me try
will
that
Google
cookies
it.
and cream before you get to it, because otherwise we won't have none of it. Oh. Wow. That is hitting different. It's basically like Oreo ice
It's
cream.
an actual flavour.
Caramelised milk though. Yeah. Okay, dulce di leche is caramelised milk. Okay, well, that's good to know then, isn't it? So, yeah.
Sort of caramel ice cream in it, really.
Basically, yeah. I wonder what this is. So inside, it's like a like a jam or something.
Yeah, it's got like
that.
a raspberry jam.
It'd be interesting. Is it going with the caramel though?
Not really.
I didn't know it came with that. But
Probably would have said no
we
to
just
that.
look like a pair of vultures on a pack of chips, don't we? Like, we've been waiting for this all day. So we're going to have this, and then we think we're going to try and wait again for Voltron, don't we?
Yeah, we're going to try and get a last minute, well, because
That's right.
it's really weird here, because when you turn up, it says the park will shut at least 6 o'clock. Or, yeah, at the earliest 6 o'clock. So that's why it's a bit strange. So when will it shut? Well, you don't know, because they announce it about halfway through, but I think they announce it in accordance with the crowd levels. So obviously it's quite busy today.
I think it was about 1 o'clock when we were in that big fire. They
Yeah, they
told us
announced
it was
it in
till
there.
7:30 today.
So, which is pretty good. I think they do it to make sure that, you know, everyone's got ample time to get on a ride. So
Yeah, so it's currently 6:20, so the normal time they close is 6:30, isn't it?
yeah,
So we've got another hour in the park, which is great.
we pretty much done all the main rides which
Big
we wanted
ones,
to go on.
yeah.
Well, like
We haven't explored like proper Ireland properly yet. We just went for the bevy, but we haven't been to England or anything over that other side. So I feel like we've got a whole other side of the park to go yet. But
yeah, we've literally only done like probably 60% of the park.
Yeah. So I think tomorrow we'll be exploring that side of the park, won't it? And just keep going on Voltron all day. I think that'll be. Rise, we said we want to go back on with obviously Voltron. I wouldn't mind actually going on that Woodin again. I thought that was actually quite good. And what was the other one we really enjoyed?
The Euro-Mir.
Yeah, I just think that was dead funny when we were going up and everyone was singing. I can't even. It's like, oh god, what was the song?
I can't even mime it
the
now.
song.
We need
will
to
know
go
the
back
song.
on it.
We need to go back on it.
Yeah, to remember. To remind.
So we're going to go back on that as well, because I think that was such a fun ride and just so different as well, wasn't it? Because as I said before, we were not really like spinning coaster people, so but it was just so fun to go on.
And then we might come back on Sunday and do the water coasters.
He says, mate, we are coming back.
Yeah, we're going to come back on Sunday.
But we're going to do the water coasters because
it's about 24 degrees.
It's hotter that day, so it'll be easier to like dry off and stuff. Because at the moment it is nice, but it is a little bit windy, isn't it? So it could be a little bit on the colder side if we were soaking wet.
Yeah.
So, but the rapids look amazing, and even that log flume, because the log flume goes backwards before it goes forward. So I'd really like to try that before we go as well. I think that'd just be funny, even if we just did that and not the rapids. So I'd like to try one ride at least.
Yeah, there's a couple. I think you got like Poseidon, Atlantica, or something like that. The rapids.
Yeah.
There's quite a few big water rides here.
Yeah, there is. And we haven't done like the monorail or anything like that. There's also the train on the floor that I'd like to do as well. You know, just as it's sort of just
a little sit down to see everything.
A little sit down, and you get to see the park, and maybe you'll go on. And you know, like we haven't even gone over there yet, so we're pushing it around so much. But yeah, I think I'd like to do the train. I think at some point, and the monorail. If anybody's stayed in any of the parks for Europa-Park.
Any of the parks for Europa-Park? We're doing really well.
You can tell I've only had about 5 hours sleep. If anybody...
You slept in? That's why we were late. You had a full 8 hours. There's no excuse.
There is.
Just daft.
Stop eating me cookies and cream. Right, let me start that again. If if anybody has stayed in the hotel, is that better? If anybody stayed in the hotel here, like during this stay, that's specifically Europa-Park hotel, can you let us know and drop a comment down below, because we'll probably be asking about it, because I think we are staying in Ringsham and the hotel's absolutely fine. Like I definitely stay there again. Like it's been perfect for what we want.
Well, it's been quite handy because we arrived like at 12 o'clock last night.
I was there,
and we could just walk to the hotel rather than like I'm not sure if we could have got an Uber last night, because if the hotel was in Rust, it's like I think we looked on maps, it was like an hour's walk.
Yeah, it was. It's wild.
Or like a 10-minute drive. So
I think just because it's like just full of linkways, stuff like that, it's a little bit fair to get Uber. But I think we'd like to try one of the hotels here next time. So if anybody's been to any of the hotels, just drop us a message on our Instagram or just comment below on like what your experiences are with that, because I think we'd like to try one of the hotels, wouldn't we?
If you don't have our Instagram handle will be in the description.
Yeah, yes it will be. So you can get in touch and let us know all the gossip about the hotels, can't they?
Yeah, yeah. Because we didn't even know that there was any until we turned up.
No, we didn't. But although you think theme parks always have the hotels, they don't, because that Madrid one that we went to, so we went to Waffles last April,
yeah,
another amazing park, but that does not have any hotels, and I think that's absolutely...
It's a shame, because it's a great park.
It's an amazing park, and I think they do really well from it. You're absolutely butchering that. The poor bubble waffles absolutely being hacked at. Wait till you see the state of it. It definitely does not look how it came out.
It's not Instagram worthy anymore.
But yeah, so we're going to finish this and I think start hovering towards Voltron, I think, aren't we? And then just get the last ride of the day, I think, and then go home and then just chill, I think, and put our feet up and properly unpack, because last night we just dumped the bags and went to bed, didn't we?
Yeah. So it's been a long park day today.
It's been a good one.
A very good one.
We've got loads of rides. So what rides have we done? We started on Voltron, very strong.
Voltron, then we did the Euro-Mir.
That was just
then we did the Dutch Pirates ride, whichever that is.
Yeah, the pirate ride, yeah.
Like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Then we did Wadden,
yeah. Then we went on Blue Fire.
Then we went on
Silver Star, yeah, that's it. I think this was 7 rides, isn't it? And then this will be the 8th one.
The Can-Can ride.
Oh yeah, yes, we did do the Can-Can ride as well. Yes, we really enjoyed the Can-Can ride. So we went on that just before. I'm gonna sneeze. You talk, I'm gonna sneeze.
So yeah, while Gemma sneezes her brains out,
and not spits ice cream everywhere.
Went on the Can-Can ride. That was really good. It's a bit like it's an indoor ride, like in the dome. People that have been on it will obviously know, but if you don't, it's a bit like, reminded me of like Space Mountain, a little bit inside, or like...
It actually went much faster than what we expected as well, actually.
Or like perhaps a slower version of Avengers, just with the indoor element.
Yeah. But it was still really good, really enjoyed it.
Yeah. But yeah, then
I don't know what I was expecting. I think because the one in Epcot in Orlando is so slow, I was expecting a slow. Actually, it's quite quick. I wasn't expecting to go that fast.
Most surprising ride today, apart from Voltron, because I did have high expectations, but I think it surpassed it. Probably the wooden ride.
Yeah, the wooden. I actually really enjoyed that. It's just so funny. I just thought it was that funny, because when it goes, you just don't. It's just non-stop the whole time.
Oh, it's absolutely relentless. It doesn't stop. Like, you don't slow down until the brakes, like at the end.
No, don't. It does literally go the whole way. You know, like some rides have that like little break in between them. But yeah, so we're literally I'm just gonna finish absolutely hacking at this, because there's not that much left, to be honest with you. I need to start getting to the nitty-gritty bits of the bubble. And but this has been lovely, by the way. Highly recommend. And it's at this restaurant here, just as you enter the Scandinavian part. It's literally the first. It's just an ice cream parlour, so you need to get one of these. It's lovely. Was it? I can tell you how much it was.
It was about €8.
Yeah, about €8
Pretty
or €7. So it was really good, and it's a lovely little sweet treat, and it's what I've been craving all day. So it's hit the spot really well.
The food here has been unbelievable, really. Like I probably mentioned it, but like with theme parks, the food can be like
just
a bit average,
tasteless, and just like no quality to it.
Like pretty lacking in effort, and sort of tastes a bit cheap almost. Even though you probably pay a fortune for it, but they've clearly sort of taken a lot of care in
making sure that the food is a really high standard.
You've got jam and Oreo on your beard.
Well, I've probably been talking with a jammy beard for about 10 minutes.
It's alright to talk with jammy beards.
It's alright. It's probably still there, but I don't care.
It's alright, you've enjoyed yourself.
Yeah. With the...
What time are we on now? Right, let me. Should we eat this? Or
We'll eat
the
yeah, go on.
and run to Voltron.
Go on then.
Okay, we'll let you know how our last ride on Voltron goes. Hello guys, we've just had our final rides. We went on Euro-Mir
Oh no.
first.
I thought you were going to go with the third row of Voltron.
No, we're getting to that bit. We went to Euro-Mir first,
Yeah, we did.
because we heard the music.
We did
I couldn't resist, so we went back on it, and it's just as funny.
Yeah.
So this time we boarded backwards and went forwards for most of it, but it was still just a funny ride the whole way, and we were just clapping
It's
and
just a
shouting the
really
whole way.
nice, funny ride.
And then we've just gone on Voltron and we did third row. So this for me was a little bit more headbanging rather than the front row. That was our first ride of the day. What do you think?
Yeah, not quite a furious back out, but it was a bit of a
not
bobbler.
Franco Banco or the headbanger Banco, whatever we were calling it. But yeah, not enclosed, but
Still just as thrilling, just less smooth. Like, I think if that was our first ride, we wouldn't be as sort of
as happy with
Yeah.
it, I guess. But no,
But
it's
no.
still a really good
Yeah.
ride. And I think the pros though for sitting in the third row is when we do the launch backwards, you actually go higher up the launch,
Yeah,
which
you
is
do.
great, and you feel it much more when you go
get a
over
bit
the
more
boost
of a
pads.
drop in your stomach.
So you get a much more thrill that way, but it was a little bit more of a headbanging,
But-
like Sidge.
Still just as thrilling, just less smooth.
So probably our favourite ride in the park, I think.
100%.
Along with Euro-Mir. Euro-Mir is quite up there just because it's
Yeah.
funny. But yeah,
You like it just for the song?
I can hear it in my head. I'm gonna have nightmares about it.
If it wasn't for copyright, 'cause I'm sure we'd get a copyright strike.
I just put a full
We'd put the
video
music
of it.
in now, but
Yeah.
I don't think we'll be able to.
I forget if copyrighted. But yeah, we've had such a lovely first day in Europa-Park, haven't we? And we're going to have another day here tomorrow, so we're just going to sign off now, won't we?
Yeah, we're
Go
gonna-
back and chill.
Yeah, go back, put our feet up. Feet are absolutely killing. We've probably done many thousand steps again.
Yeah,
Less time queuing up than Portaventura.
definitely, because we've had less than hour waits for everything.
Got on more rides.
Great,
but
we've done about 8
yeah.
or 9 rides today, which is fantastic. So
Yeah, still need to put our feet up.
yeah, with that being said, we're going to go back now to the hotel and chill, and we'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye.